Okay, so picking up from where we left off on video 1, our last thing that it wants us to do is to go ahead and find the first agenda posted to our Google Classroom page. So as long as you've signed in, this should be pretty simple. And one other thing that I wanted to point out is that our Google code is C Horning. That is for any Google Meet that the students will use with me. They have to type in C Horning. Now, if I'm not in the meeting yet, they won't be able to enter the meeting. So please keep that in mind. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we can navigate into Google Classroom. So again, we just started the search engine, and I come on over here, and first of all, I'm going to I'm going to try to log myself out and see if I can sign in under my daughters so that you guys can see. So again, it's last name dot first name at olsohio.org, and then their first initial, second initial, lunch code. And I will be trying to send those lunch codes out today too, in case you haven't done that yet or have forgotten them. And so if we look over here, we have this nice little waffle. So that's what I like to call the waffle. It's 9 dots. The things that you will absolutely need is this Google Classroom is right here. This one is the Google Meet, super important, and their email, super important. Everything else can wait, but those are the 3 they need. So Classroom, email, and Meet. Those are the ones that they currently need. Everything else just set aside for now. So little steps at a time. So let's go ahead and enter into the classroom. Now, since this is my daughter's, it's going to have, wow, it has a lot in there, but look, here I am. So I'm all the way down here, and you want to go ahead and click inside my classroom. Now, what I'm going to tell you for now is ignore the stream. Like, maybe check it every morning, but right now, your main thing to do is go ahead and click on Classroom. And this is where it would start every day. And Mrs. Horning tried to make it super simple for you, except for it's not posted. So I will show you this, and then I'll go to my page. So the second thing that should show up is going to be your class information. And under class information, I've attached some documents that are important to you. So class information is a lot like the slides that we've gone through already, and this will take you right to it. And you can go ahead and you can click through this on your own. I don't expect you to sit here and listen to me all day long, but it's the student portal, and it has our calendar. That one doesn't have a back button, so you have to click on where you were. The Meet the Teacher page that you guys had already seen. And this one should have a back button. I'm not seeing it. Let's do this. It's still a work in progress. But we have important websites that you would need. If it's not presented, it just makes it kind of harder to click through all this stuff. So I want you to know that the most important thing is Ontario local schools. If you go to this website, you will be able to get to the 2 main things that we will be using. The other thing we're using is called Guided Readers. I don't have the class set up in there yet. I do have it purchased. You might be able to click on something and view it at this moment, but you won't be able to enter in as a student at this moment. But if you can get here to Ontario schools, then there's a how-to video that shows you how to link onto all of those things. Here it is. And then I have a page for my contact information as well. Again, the preferred method is email. You have the school phone number there and the Remind app that I've asked you guys to go ahead and log into. And then digital information and expectations. Those are the things that we went over. And it also has the schedule on there. It's all linked to that. Okay, within the classroom as well, on there, I wanted to show you the page that I was talking about. Now, you can edit this if you would like, and you are able to copy it and edit it right in there. You can change the colors. Maybe your kids can help you with that. But this is a sample of what they could do during the day, of how you would set it up. And it does match with the flow of what we will be doing digitally. And then at the end, of course, we had to put like get dressed, brush your teeth, make your bed, and do your chores. Again, you can use this or you don't have to. It's totally optional. And the last thing I wanted to show you on my information page was the how-to section. So if you click on that document in the how-to section, it's going to show you YouTube videos of things that I've created or added for you as a parent to be able to use when you're kind of stuck, or your students can watch. Your children can watch when they're stuck. All right, moving on. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to log out as Grace. And then I'm going to log back in as myself so that you can go ahead and see an assignment and what your page is kind of going to look like. So currently, the only thing that I'm asking you to look at once you're in your, once you're in your classroom are going to be the first 2 topics is what they're called. So your students will only have access to my class. I know I had a bunch up there, but they won't have that up there. Again, when you're here, most important thing to do, check and see if there's any messages. I'm going to eliminate that as much as possible. There's just too many places in here to get lost. Then click on this classroom. Okay, so once you click on the classroom, what you're going to notice is there's going to be topics that pop up. So the only topics you need to worry about are the first 2 topics that I'll keep right at the top. So first of all, you have your agenda, and then you have your class information. And I already went over this class information with you guys within Grace's account. So as we're looking at this, since I have the assignment here, this is what you're going to have to click on each week. I don't know what that is. I have to look at that. But this is what I would like you to click on. So it's all linked together, hopefully. Let's see if this works. And if it doesn't go to present, I actually suggest that you click on the present. And then each week you'll have this, and maybe I'll change out the pictures if I have time, we'll see. And then you click on the date, and then once in here, you determine which one you are actually going to be doing. So let's say we go to our reading, and then it pulls you to the reading page, and it tells you to click on the areas, and if you want to go to today's assignments, you click here, and then here. And then if today is Monday or whatever day it is, they would click on Monday and it would bring them to their reading assignments. Now, what I plan to do, and I don't think this is done yet, this might have a sample in it, I will try, is to have their assignments linked in here to Google Classroom. You can also click on the question mark. Say, I have no idea what they're supposed to do for guided reading. Takeaway. And then it will tell you right here. And maybe you don't know what independent reading is, and it tells you right here. Guided readers, which is that site that I said isn't quite set up yet. It's right here. What are they supposed to do? And then word work, I put as optional, as I'm not sure if they'll have enough time to do it, but it will always be there for them in case they do need it. The only key to this is this spot here where there's no bins flipped over. This is the only spot they're going to be able to link to their assignment. So let's see if I have here. I know the word work is done. So they can click on word work. And you'll see that it's linked directly to Google Classroom. They don't need to sort anything, and it's right there. And they click on their assignment and it brings it to them and it tells them exactly what to do. Click on the day of the week for the spelling and phonics lesson. And again, I would always present. Please click present. Always click present first. And it will walk them through that once they click on it. It'll tell them exactly what they need to do. Sometimes it's grab a piece of paper. So again, you need to make sure that you have all of that stuff handy. Now I have so many. Okay, so say that we would like to go, excuse all the tabs. Say that we would like to go to, not there. Math. Again, oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to finish reading. Okay, within reading, I'm working on the anchor charts. The sites page is kind of up. If you would like to go ahead and kind of browse through this, that would be very beneficial to your students. I didn't click present like I keep telling you guys to do. So here is a library that I have created. So I hope that you have books at home that you could get in their hands. If not, contact me and we'll try to get some put together for them that they can borrow, and then I can put in a bin for a while and sanitize and whatever. So each of these are different libraries that it takes them to. Again, it's a work in progress. This library is not quite done. This is linked to MobyMax and Clever to help them out with that. Here's a Froggy Goes to School one, just to give you an idea of what it looks like. And again, always do present first. And then these are linked with read alouds that people have done. Each book is linked to a read aloud that somebody has done. So they can click it and it'll take them where they want to whatever link it is on the internet that allows them to do that. All right, let's go back. And I have the same kind of setup, sort of, for the math room. I haven't started the writing room yet. Again, it's a work in progress. It takes a long time to do all of this stuff. Daily. Here it is. So, quick glimpse at the math. It's simpler, but it gives you everything. And again, there's these home pages that bring you back to where you want to go at the bottom that you need to follow. So lastly, I wanted to go over with you, I think 2 things. Number 1, the schedule will be different this week than the one that I posted on that's within their Google Classroom on the slides. So all those slides will be available in that class information if you want to go ahead and click through them or whatever. However, their schedule is going to be different, and I will be emailing you the time that your child will meet with me for Thursday and Friday, or for Wednesday and Thursday of this week. They'll have an allotted time that I really would like them to be there. It's going to be like a slow process of trying to familiarize themselves with Google Classrooms and introducing ourselves, vice versa. And then on Friday, we're going to have a morning meeting, and then they're going to be doing an iReady assessment that I would like them to be logged into a Google Meet. So if they have questions, I can try to answer them for them. But I will be emailing that schedule out to you. And then after Friday, they take that assessment, then I will be able to use that information in order to place them in groups for reading. And then you'll get your regular reading assignment groups for next week for that schedule if you would like to edit it at all or print it out and use it. So they know exactly what times they have to read on. So if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I think I've remembered everything. I'm sorry you guys weren't able to come in. Yeah, good luck, and I will see you on Wednesday.